someplace where they just didn't record it, where they signed the deed at the time and didn't record it, then it was never placed in the trust.
I guess what I'm asking is, what's the difference between where they list those 6 people and the part where they list the 7 of us?
Well, the pour-over will is not effective as to the homestead. So the homestead, let me look at the other will, because there is a will on record.
Mm-hmm.
This, though. Settler's residence. If the settler's residence is part of the trust estate, well, it ain't. Do you know what is in the trust itself? Normally there would be a schedule attached to the trust, and it would say what went into the trust initially, and then that's not to say that that would be all, because you can go back and add assets to a trust later, but this doesn't even have a schedule saying what they were putting in the trust.
Some on itemization of belongings. It says in there that you could request it. That's why it's probably not listed, is because there's a section saying anybody could ask for them to go through and do such an accounting thing.
No, an accounting is different. A Schedule A is what you generally put in the trust when you create the trust.
Mm-hmm.
An accounting has to do with, once it comes into the trust, how is it administered?
Yeah. But all he owned was the home and the things inside the home, as far as I know. He didn't have, unless he had secret retirement accounts or something I didn't know about, but he didn't have like $50,000 sitting in a, 401k or things like that. You know what I'm saying? He got his $3,600 a month from his pension and his other pension and his Social Security, if you add it all up, and he lived month to month off of that money and paid his bills that way. So he had X money coming in, X money coming out, and then there was the home, and then there was whatever was in the home, and that was it. So as far as I know, because I helped him with his bills one time, and sat down, and he wouldn't listen to me what changes I made. I had to get my Uncle Kevin, because he worked for Wall Street. I was like, he'll listen to the Wall Street guy, he won't listen to me. So, because I used to be a tax preparer and all that other stuff, so, but he has his favorites list, guys, people who listen to, like, you know how it is with people who got a bunch of kids. So I told Kevin, help him. And he went and made him change his cable company and do all this other stuff, and he ended up saving $600 a month. Mm-hmm. So if he had money elsewhere or whatever, he would have done whatever. But I remember him specifically saying the only way he could get money is if he borrowed against the house. You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't anything else there.
She is seeking to probate this old will from New York rather than this 2009.
I saw the date said 91, and that felt weird to me. Like, whoa. Why are we going so far back?
I mean, it seems to have been superseded by the pour-over will, but the pour-over will would not really address the homestead. Let's see.
Because in 91 I was 11, and they hadn't even adopted me. And they started to adopt me at age 12. It was finalized at 22.
They left you 112, but...
Where do you see that? Is that old?
That's the old one. I'll make you a copy of it.
Oh, that's from 91?
It's the one she's seeking to...
Mm-hmm.
read
Okay.
what's stamped on that. Yeah, 1991. Now, if you have an original will that is more recent than that, then that would take precedence. But she's seeking to probate this will, and this will, at least, it says that the estate's to be divided into 12 equal parts. Carla gets 2, your mother's Karen, right?
Yeah.
Your mother gets 1, you get 1, Chrisanne gets 2, Kevin gets 2, Kurt gets 2, Kelly gets 2. So what they did was divide your mom's into half. She gets one half, and you get 1 half.
That's weird.
But at least according to this one, you get something. So I don't know that I'd correct her.
Really? So in the other one, I don't get anything, even though it says 14.3%. Because the way she's saying it, maybe she doesn't know
14.3% of what?
of the home is what she's
The
saying.
home's not in the
She's
trust.
saying we're going to sell the home and we're going to give you 1/7 of it. Everybody's going to get equal parts of the home.
The home is not in the trust. Does she even know the trust exists?
I don't know what she knows because, like I said before, we don't speak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody in the family is close or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
All the aunts and uncles are estranged and don't talk very much, and it's, you know what I'm saying?
Are you sure that
It's
he doesn't
touchy.
have any other assets?
And I don't know. You know what
I'll
I'm
make
saying?
you a copy of this.
That's why I'm saying, like, she wants me to sign it, and then she's like, well, if he wants to go get legal representation, I'll take it out of his share or whatever. But when she handed this to me, she said, "Read it and weep." Those are the.
And she handed you the trust?
She handed this. Yeah, she handed this to me, and she said, "Read it and weep." And she said, "This is what you're getting, Gramps.